Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a suspect charged with 2 counts of murder made their first appearance in court. And Cavus is still struggling to hit the ground running months after its creation.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are just past 6:30 on Wednesday, July 17th. Now let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Little fog trying to redevelop again this morning as we look to the south and southeast from the station, and 70 degrees outside our door. The visibility at Harlan back to a mile. It's been back and forth now for the last 90 minutes. A little less as you make your way toward Monticello and Williamsburg to boot, but that's due to some of the incoming rainfall as we make our way back toward the 65 corridor. Temperature-wise, mid and upper 60s, lower 70s, cooler toward Clintwood and Wise. And the pinpoint Doppler radar showers as you make your way along the I-64 corridor. Some showers just to the west of Hazard. And then we see this action here basically traversing 75, 25, and then also Pine Knot more so through the heart of Pulaski County as you make your way toward Waynesburg and Liberty off of 27 there, making your way to Lexington. And that's some stronger action as you make your way toward Dansville. All right, the planner as we head through today. Showers, scattered thunderstorms this morning. A break allowing for some sunshine. That helps to reinvigorate the atmosphere as we head through the afternoon with additional action. Main concern is just the heavy downpours with a high in Hazard up to 85. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast. The word refreshing is in the 7-day. When? We'll let you know in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. 2 people charged in a Perry County double murder were arraigned in district court yesterday morning, but due to attention the case has received and several reported threats, the 2 charged joined via video chat. I was in the courtroom yesterday.
On Tuesday, Treston Combs and Emily Collins were arraigned back-to-back in Perry County District Court. Combs is charged with the murders of 18-year-old Anthony Stidham and 20-year-old Braxton Marlowe, along with critically injuring one other. His girlfriend, Emily Collins, is charged with murder conspiracy. Marlowe's mom, Jessica Spicer, says she just wants justice to be served.
We're going to fight for justice for these boys. We're going to fill this courtroom every court hearing. I'll be here the 23rd, and I will not stop till there is justice for Braxton, Kyle Marlowe, and the other 2 boys involved in this.
A not guilty plea was entered on both Combs and Collins' behalf Tuesday. Both are being held without bond, and officials say they do not anticipate any bond changes. Caleb Daniel, a friend of Anthony Stidham, says it is a situation that has not been easy for anyone.
Let's just pray that all of us keep pushing the right way and we make it out of this. And that's all I really have to say.
Just justice for these boys.
Justice for the boys. I love y'all.
They were good boys.
A back-to-back preliminary hearing for Combs and Collins is scheduled for 11 a.m. on Tuesday, July 23rd.
And a prayer circle is scheduled for 7 p.m. this Thursday at Perry County Park by 20-year-old David Sumner's family. Sumner was the 3rd person shot last Wednesday. His family confirms he has undergone several surgeries and is in critical condition. Police arrested a mother and son after a fire truck crash in Leslie County in October killed a woman. WYMT's Caroline Mueller has the new developments.
On October 28th of last year, the Leslie County Sheriff's Department responded to a call on Wolf Creek Road.
When we were out on scene, we noticed a rescue truck that was with Coon Creek Fire Department was flipped over on its top. One person was still entrapped in the vehicle. The driver of the vehicle left the scene. That driver was Austin Turner.
Regina Huffman was the one trapped in the truck, and Turner is now indicted for her murder and wanton endangerment. Both were firefighters for Coon Creek. Chief Sheriff's Deputy Shane Wilson says anytime there is a death in a crash, they do a blood test on the driver.
We did a blood test of Mr. Turner. Blood results came back he was impaired.
He says it was alcohol that was in Turner's system.
Anytime somebody dies in a motor vehicle accident, it's pretty severe. But this being a first responder in the county, we are held up to a higher standard. So we took all precautions and before we made the arrest.
He says it takes a few months for lab results and evidence to be collected, which is why it wasn't until Monday that Turner was indicted. Turner's mother, Ethel Turner, was arrested for tampering with evidence. Wilson says they cannot comment on her arrest at this time, but arrest records obtained by WYMT show she was indicted for removing Austin from the scene. In Leslie County, Caroline Mueller, WYMT Mountain News.
Both are being held on bond at the Leslie County Detention Center. We have more about the arrest on our website, WYMT.com. A mistrial was declared Monday night in the case of a former Pike County prosecutor charged with murdering his wife. There was a hung jury in the trial of Donald Kyle Deskins. In addition to a murder charge, Deskins was also indicted on 2 charges of tampering with physical evidence. A status hearing is now set for August 1st at 9 a.m. Wolf County Search and Rescue is looking for a missing Ohio man. Scott Allen Hearn's vehicle was last seen at the Tower Rock area along Highway 715 in the Red River Gorge. He was last seen by his family in Ironton, Ohio on July 4th. Hearn is 48 years old, has green eyes, light brown hair, is 5'9" and weighs 275 pounds. Officials say search teams will be brought in today if weather permits. If you see him, contact dispatch at 606-668-6757. A Martin County man is facing charges after reportedly setting a prayer altar on fire. The incident happened last month on God's Promise Trail in Inez. According to an arrest citation, 24-year-old Devin Morris was one of 3 people responsible for the incident. Morris reportedly also climbed a radio tower and removed a camera and discarded it over a hill. He was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. In Southwest Virginia, one sheriff's office is asking for help finding a tractor and a side-by-side that were reportedly stolen. Officials with the Wise County Sheriff's Office say a tractor and a side-by-side ATV were taken from the Tacoma area. If you have any information about where these items may be, you are asked to contact the Sheriff's Office at 276-328-3566. The UK Federal Credit Union hosted a free in-person fraud seminar. The seminar, led by experts, taught attendees how to spot red flags and avoid falling victim to fraud. Director of Marketing Andrew Miller emphasizes the importance of teaching the community on how to protect themselves.
We obviously watch these trends and we see that fraud is on the rise, and really this is our attempt and effort to educate our members and make sure that they are being proactive and watching for these different scams and protecting themselves.
Miller says UK Federal Credit Union employs a team and technology to monitor transactions and protect members from fraudulent activity. In Pulaski County, the sheriff's office is warning people about a phone scam. The scammer pretends to be from the sheriff's office and tells you that you missed jury duty. The call appears like it's coming from the sheriff's office, and sometimes they use actual deputies' names. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office will not contact you by telephone about jury duty. If you think you did miss jury duty, call the Pulaski County Circuit Clerk's Office. Owners of Kia and Hyundai vehicles made between 2015 and 2021 are facing higher insurance rates, with some seeing their policies dropped altogether. It's all because of a TikTok challenge that highlighted how easy it was to take them for an illegal ride. Kenneth Turner uses TikTok to help educate people on the insurance industry. He says it's a good time to shop around for the best rate. You can even get quotes before you buy a vehicle.
Talk to your insurance agent, give them the VIN number. Hey, how much is this going to be? What is the final rate of this going to be? And see if that's something that you can comfortably pay every single month.
Earlier this year, Kia settled a class action lawsuit with a $145 million fund to pay for security upgrades in certain affected vehicles. A new program to register vehicle titles is making progress, but some county clerks to car dealers are still having major issues. Lawmakers were briefed on the CAVIS system. The program was put in place in January and was designed to simplify the car title and registration system. The Jefferson County clerk says her situation is a bit different based on the fact they have 300 car dealerships. She says it becomes so heated in her office, deputies have had to be called in.
Who was saying that they were going to have to move from Kentucky over to Indiana because they can't afford it.
Car dealership problems are not just in Louisville. Representative Tom Huff is a dealer and says he has 25 cars ready to sell, but with no paperwork, they're not on the lot. He says he is losing sales because he has what customers want, but he cannot sell until the paperwork is done.
And a quick weather update here. It's 70 outside our door, and a lot of us are in the upper 60s and lower 70s. The pinpoint Doppler radar. Want to get to this because we got a decent burst of rain here. Rockcastle County up toward Gary County, also leaving Corbin and Laurel and Wayne counties and continuing to track over toward Middlesboro and DeWitt. Here's the perspective from Rockcastle County into Garrett County, tracking toward Madison County. As you make your way over toward McKee, so please keep this in mind. Some heavier bursts of rain, and also with this, some decent cloud ground lightning as it continues to track northeastward. So that's obviously reflected in the travel weather forecast for this morning. Showers, scattered thunderstorms, and kind of the same deal as we hit through the afternoon. This morning and this afternoon, the main concern, the heavy downpours with a high in hazard up to 85. 7-day forecast. That's coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:43. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. We'll take a look at how authorities spotted the Trump shooter multiple times before opening fire and why Trump's security was already increased.